Hi everybody, it's Debbie here. Welcome back to my crafty den. Well, first of all, if you're new here, thank you very much for joining me, and I hope you enjoy this video. And if you do, please hit the subscribe button and join my YouTube family. I would really appreciate it, and I'm sure there are lots of videos here that you'll enjoy if you enjoy this one. So yeah, so consider doing that. And to all my returning subscribers, thanks for coming back and supporting me, and I hope you enjoy this one. So I have a little bit of a furniture upcycle today. I purchased an old beat up dresser off of a Facebook buy and sell site, and it was $25, had no legs. It was pretty dinged up. It was well used. I think it came out of a kid's room, and yeah, I wanted it because it was the absolute perfect size to use as a media stand in my living room, and it had 6 drawers for storage. I live in a very modest small home, and the biggest problem with living in a small home is finding places to put things. So anytime I can incorporate storage into a furniture piece, I'm all about that. So let me jump in and show you this video. I think you'll like the outcome. I certainly do. It's perfect for here, especially with the future changes that I have in mind. And yeah, so let's just jump in, shall we? I have my painting clothes on. My hair is a mess, but I'm ready to do some work. So today I'm going to turn an old dresser, an old badly damaged dresser with no legs on it, into a media stand for our television in our living room. I'm going to swing the camera around, and I'm going to show you the piece that I've got right here in front of me. So this is the piece. This is the back of it, and I just want to show you here that this is, see this big knot hole here in the back of this? There is no MDF in this piece. It is, I believe it's maple. I'm not exactly sure, but I believe it's maple, and I'm going to show you, like, it's the top of this is just wrecked. And I could sand it down and refinish it, but I'm not going to, because that's not what I'm looking for right now. I paid $30, $25. I paid $25 for this on a Facebook buy and sell group. And just to show you, it's got 6 drawers. It's got mismatched knobs and missing knobs, and yeah, all kinds of things like that. I think I'm going to just leave these 2 pieces on for the bottom drawers, but the drawers, look at how well they slide in and out, and a little bit of soap on the edges will stop them from squeaking like that. So I am going to, or wax, you can take a candle and just rub wax, or a bar of soap and just rub a bar of soap over that, and it'll help. So I'm going to take all the drawers out. I am going to chalk paint this in the, what color is it? I believe it's called Grain Sack, and it's my blue Stonehouse chalk paint. I buy it at Home Hardware here in Canada, and it's amazing paint. It's just amazing. I am going to do my china cabinet and my buffet in the same brand of paint, but I'm going to do it in a color called Farmhouse. Yeah, because it's my china cabinet and buffet. But the color that I'm going to do this is called Grain Sack, and it is, here, let me grab it. I'll just walk around this way. You can see another look at that tabletop. Like, look at how badly cracked and marred and a mess that this tabletop is in. But nothing's peeling off of it. So I've got my paint out and mixed on this cupboard here, on this shelf. And I'm ready to go. And it's called, I know there's a label on here somewhere. It's called Grain Sack, right? And it is a beautiful color, an absolutely beautiful color. And this is the front of it. Industrial Country Chalky Patina Bluestone House. And it is very, very wonderful for furniture. And it even says furniture paint right on it. Okay, so I am back with the finished project. I love it. I absolutely love it. So I'm going to back out just a little bit so that you can see it from the legs up. I was a little bit closer because the light is shining in from this side. I have my curtains open a little bit on this side to let the light even out. Our TV is on top of it. The controls and the the remote boxes and things like that are up there. So I have all the media I need. It turned out absolutely fabulous. My husband was putting some things in the drawers. He has a lot of stuff that he likes to be able to just grab when he's sitting watching the news in the evening. So the drawers are fantastic for that. Those bottom two drawers right there are empty. So, it's a good place to toss a magazine that you haven't finished reading, or, something just before you want to throw it in the trash. So it turned out absolutely fabulous. I'm going to get in here and kind of give you a close-up on how pretty those knobs look against the gray, and the navy blue look wonderful against that pale sackcloth color, because it's kind of a gray undertone. And yeah, it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful, and I love it. And when I get my new furniture is going to be blue. Right now, almost everything in here is brown. The only thing that I will be keeping will be the drapes. They go from the floor to the ceiling, almost to the floor. And I love those. They keep the bright sun out when we need it in the summertime. And, they're good and heavy, so they keep the drafts out in the winter as well. So our old couch is this brown color. That will be switching to a blue. And yeah, this is very pretty. So I'm going to give you a look down my wall here. I'll just let you know what changes we're going to make. It's getting a little darker, the picture, as I back into the room, but that's okay. Yeah, I'm watching YouTube, of course. I just put it on play and let it play through all my favorite YouTubers. So that is the coffee table that I redid. It's not set up yet. It needs a good cleaning. I need to wax the top of this again. It's getting dull. So, but I painted I painted the legs white on this, and I stained the top of it. And the reason that I actually kept the wood on that, because that coffee table is antique. It was an original farmhouse coffee table. I completely sanded the top of it down. It even has square nail holes, like the square nail heads showing up through the top of the barn board, and I wasn't getting rid of the top of that no matter what. Now the stain that was on there was almost like a chocolate brown paint, a really thick stain. It took me days to sand that off. I used a little palm sander to sand that off, and it took me days to sand it off. And then I put 2 coats of Provincial stain from Minwax. The color's Provincial. I love it. It has that nice brown with a kind of a honey gold look to it. So I will have my plants and my kitty along that window. That's where they belong. I get morning and afternoon sunlight, early afternoon sunlight, but not any intense afternoon sunlight. That all comes in that window. So right now I have these 2 little units that are housing my coffee bar. They'll be going when I put my buffet in here. Now there's just enough room from the window to there for my buffet, my mom's buffet, my grandmother's buffet. This has been in the family for 1, 2, 3 generations, and it will go down to my granddaughter if she wants it, and that will be through 5 different generations that this has been in our family. And it matches this. It's exactly the same. It's got the, I'll show you a close-up of this. This is kind of, let's see if this will put some light on. Put some more light on. This is raised very, very pretty, so that when you can see I've painted the inside of this. The door shuts a little bit over that lip, so when I paint the outside, I'll paint right along there so that that's the same color as the outside. But the inside has been painted. Boy, it's hard to see this. Really hard to see this. Let's see. So the inside, it has some of my Rae Dunn in it. The inside of this has been painted a blue. And the outside will be painted farmhouse white, chalk paint. And so will the buffet. And what I'm liking about this particular china cabinet and buffet is, look at this. See if I can get in there really close. You see all that detail work? That goes top and bottom and kind of matches this layered piece here. And when I paint this, I am just going to lightly sand over these pieces to bring that out just a little bit more. So that's my update on my TV stand, slash media center, I guess. So that's what I'm going to call it. I mean, the guitar is always out here somewhere. It's either there or beside the couch. My husband plays. So yeah. So above that window is a sign that says Antiques and Old Stuff. And I painted that myself. And it's not stenciled or anything. You can actually see how the letters look on top of this. So what I did was, instead of painting this brown, because it was just a piece of barn board that I found, instead of painting it, I stained it so that when I did paint the letters over top, they kind of came out like that because it resisted the stain and the paint, and the paint sunk in a little bit. That's a really cool technique if you want something to look really old without having to do a lot of distressing. So that's above there. So it's not a home tour, definitely. This is just a video. That's above where my buffet will be going, right in this spot. I made this. Home is where our story begins. little board and put the hooks on it to hold my mother's. The rolling pins belonged to my grandmother's, to my mother, and to myself. And I think I picked up the other 3 just at the thrift store in Haliburton. I have no idea why there is a liquor bottle up there, a Kahlua bottle. Oh, I know why there's a Kahlua bottle up there, because the other morning my husband and I finished it off pouring it in our coffee. It was a day off for both of us, and that never, ever, ever happens. So we started the day with a nice little toddy and went out and sat on the deck. And that was like 2 days before the black flies and the mosquitoes invaded. So that top of that needs to be cleaned off. Well, it's going to be cleaned off because I'm going to paint it anyway. And there's that home sign that I made. My kitty's dishes, which are the, which are the Rae Dunn Canadian mugs or dishes from last year. And I found them on clearance when I first started collecting Rae Dunn. So that's kind of it. So this video particularly was that this is just showing you how I painted this cabinet to make this old dresser and fixed it up to make it look like a media stand, something that would fit in our living room. And when everything is done in here, it's going to look fabulous. It's absolutely going to look fabulous. I'm so excited just thinking about it. So anyway, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of what I'm doing decor wise, I am switching my home, which is just a very modest mobile home. Very, very modest. It's not a big space. So things get put in. We don't have a big bunches of expansive wall that has nothing on it. Every little bit of my wall space is utilized for something in here. And I know that that's not the way that you're supposed to decorate, but it's a tiny space. We have like 900 square feet in this home, and it has 3 bedrooms. So it's not massive. That's about it. So if you like this video and you want to see more like it, let me know in the comments down below. And by all means, if you want to see more painting and things like that of furniture and projects, let me know that too. So have a wonderful day, everybody, or evening, depending on when you're watching this. By all means, have a happy and blessed week, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye for now, everybody. Take care.